Hi everybody, how you doing today? Today I'm going to talk about saving to make $1 million with a compounded interest rate. Now, if I go to the next page here, I saw something on CNBC that talked about saving at a certain interest rate. Now, CNBC used the CNN's Millionaire Calculator that helps you calculate based on a compounded interest rate. Now, this is different than your normal interest rate in the sense that if you put in $500 and you're given an interest rate of 4%, or let's say 10% of $500, that's $50. Now you compounding means now that you have 550, you put in that 550. So any interest rate that you make, you adding it back to your principal, and you simply continuing the interest as your money keeps on accumulating instead of you just taking that interest away. That's the beauty about compounding. And here on CNN, here on CNBC, they were talking about just a simple stuff as small as $500, what it can fetch you. Now, if you're saving $500 with a 4% rate of interest, you become a millionaire in 51 years. That's by 2069. With a 6% rate of return, you become a millionaire in 40 years. With an 8% rate of return, you become a millionaire in 33 years. And with a 10% rate of return, you become a millionaire in 29 years. That's by 2047. So, and actually, this is very doable, everyone out there has to start thinking about retirement. Even if you have a kid, that's one of the things about having even a kid. You should actually just put something towards your kids' fund, savings for your kids. Even something for retirement. If you have a baby now, and you say, okay, I'm putting in 1,000, go to the bank at 2%. That $1,000 will yield you something substantial by the time your kid, gets to 30. If it's being compounded every single day. So, and that's the beauty about compounding. And over here, they said, you want to get rich sooner? If you can actually put away, I know this is actually going to be tough, $2,200 per month, you'll be a millionaire in 20 years. It's tough, but not impossible. With the beauty about the internet right now is that you can make money outside your normal job. So if you're doing your normal 9 to 5 job and you're making 2,000 or 3,000 a month, you can actually do other stuff online where you can actually still be paid almost the same amount. So even if it's not a $2,000, if it's $1,000 that you put in away, in 20 years you're gonna be worth $500,000, and that is still actually something that is pretty good. So it is possible, and it's something that we should all start to think about because the level of debt in the country is growing exponentially, and that is something that gives cause for worry. Everyone should try and save more. Everyone should try and compound the interest. It's hard enough even getting the 4% rate of return from the banks, because most banks savings accounts might give you like 2%, 1%, but there are actually some of them that give 4%. I've seen that myself, but you have to keep searching for something like 10% rate of return. That's hard but not impossible. And honestly, if you have a portfolio of stocks, the stock market gives around 8.5% for a rate of return. If you come from, if you have friends in developing countries, do you know a place like Argentina actually paid like 20% rate of return for their deposits? Yeah, I know, I was surprised too when I found that out. Yeah, but it's actually pretty hard for you to open an account if you don't have like a permit to stay there, or a work permit, a permanent residence, something like that. So that's one of the issues with doing that. But yeah, if even with the 4% or the 5% or the 6%, it's still doable. It's just gonna be a lot harder, but it's for one to actually think outside the box and ask yourself, how can you raise more money and put in more money and keep compounding the money and save? And by the time you retire at 65, you will be a millionaire and you'll be able to retire successfully. And that's all I have to do to say today. If you like this video, kindly subscribe and hit the bell button so you know whenever I keep putting in awesome content.